Is it just me, or does it feel like the pandemic slowed time down? Like, you asked me what I was doing a year ago, and I'm thinking 2020 or 2021, not 2022. I constantly feel like time is slowed down, and I get this a lot from the women that I work with. I talk to prospective women about their careers, and often they tell me they're in the same place they were in 2019 and 2020 when it comes to their career. They feel stuck, they feel frustrated, they feel overworked and underpaid, and just kind of in the same place they were 3 years ago. And this is a real problem because the world is not in the same place it was 3 years ago. And it's really important that we as professional women don't get stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. So I'm going to talk about just some of the ways you can kind of check in with yourself to see if you're stuck in the same place you were 3 years ago, and some of the strategies you can use to get out of that. So the first thing that I want to just kind of frame this conversation around is the fact that like 3 years ago was literally a lifetime ago. And I know that because it feels like that. Like, the world has changed so much since spring 2020. And if you're stuck in the same place you were 3 years ago, it's likely for good reason, right? You know, the impacts of COVID-19 were tremendous. The racial justice uprising were tremendous. The ways in which people prioritize things are tremendous. The changes are all tremendous. And if you are a person who really values security, stability, if you're a very family oriented person, you might find yourself kind of still stuck in the same place you were 3 years ago, not because you don't also value growth and development and change, but just because the world was changing so rapidly. And for people who, have anxiety or, get really stressed, all those changes maybe made you hunker down, maybe just made you put your head in the sand and just try to get by day. But the truth is that you don't have to just get by. You don't have to just stay stuck. You don't have to just hope for the best. Like, you can thrive, right? You can feel fulfilled in your career. You can really advance in ways beyond maybe what you initially thought. And so I want to sort of talk about, like I said, some of those signs that you may be stuck, and really just give you some pathways to get out of that stuck place. You don't have to stay there. There's more available to you. And I want to provide a ladder or a roadmap to get out of a place where you feel stuck. So I think that, I first want to talk to job seekers, right? So women who, are, maybe job searching or, started a job search maybe 2-3 years ago and feel like they're not getting any results. This is a very common story that I hear from professional women, right? Like, Ashley, I've been job searching off and on for 2 or 3 years. And the problem with job searching off and on for 2 or 3 years is that you're not able to leverage momentum. A lot of the job search is inertia, right? It's this, job searching builds on itself, right? So when you start job searching, you update, you get clear on what you're good at, you get clear on what you're not good at, you get clear on what you value, you build out a job roadmap, you start applying for jobs, you start interviewing, you start meeting with employers, you start talking about your expertise. There's a lot of inertia there. If you are kind of job searching in and out of a job searching, up and down in job searching, maybe job searching a little bit right now, maybe not job searching later, right? If you constantly feel like you're in and out of a job search, like you've been dipping your big toe in, but not diving full body in, no wonder you can't find a new job. No wonder you feel stuck in your role. No wonder you're not getting the offers and getting the callbacks and finding a new job. If you are not fully immersed in a job search strategy and a job search process, it's really hard to get those offers and to drive results, right? And this is so true, right? Because I know women all the time where they'll be like, yeah, I've been job searching off and on. I've been job searching here and there. When I see something, I'll apply. And it's like, girl, you cannot job search like that. You cannot job search when you see something. You cannot job search, when it fits your schedule. You cannot job search here and there and off and on. Job searching requires a high level of engagement, a high level of intentionality, a high level of focus. And one of the reasons why my mentees are so successful in my programs is because it's a focused and finite time to find and secure a job. My programs are not a year long, right? Because it doesn't take a year to find and secure a new job, but it does take about 8 to 12 weeks, right? And that's why my programs are that long. They're 8 to 12 weeks because it's a focused time for you to find and secure a new job, a focused time for you to get results. And if you have been job searching off and on for the last 3 years, then it's no wonder that you can't find and secure a new job, because you haven't really dedicated the time and impactful and a results driven job search requires, right? And so that all changes when you join the Mentor Me Accelerator, because we're laser focused on the activities and the strategy you need to find and secure a new job in 90 days, right? So if you are in the same place you were 3 years ago, job searching, looking for a new opportunity, dipping your toe in and out of the labor market, right? Like, it's time for a change, right? You can no longer afford to just kind of stay stuck in this place where you're kind of looking for a job, kind of going back and forth, kind of, looking for something new. You really do need to switch the strategy and implement a strategy that's going to be focused in a specific amount of time. And I know that can be scary, because it's like, if I dedicate, 90 days to this, like, what if I don't find a new job, or what if I only find jobs that I don't want, or, what if the time runs out, right? Like, I want to interrupt some of those fears and just invite you into a focused opportunity for your job search, right? And so if that sounds like something you're looking for, if that sounds like something you want and you value, this would be a great time for you to join the Mentor Me Accelerator so that you can get that focused support to find and secure a new role. So that's one sign that if you're in the same place you are 3 years ago and you've been sort of job searching off and on, like, that's a red flag. You should not be job searching off and on, right? Like, I've heard people say, like, oh, I'm doing a soft search, right? I'm not hard searching, I'm soft searching. I'm like, what are you talking about? Where are you getting this language from? Either you're looking for a new job and a new opportunity to make more money and have more impact and transition away from your current employer, or you're not. Right? There's no such thing as soft searching. Like, I don't know where y'all got this terminology from, but it's not, it doesn't mean anything. Like, and it doesn't, more than it doesn't mean anything, it doesn't drive results, right? Soft searching doesn't drive results. You need to be building an intentional job search strategy to get results. Now, if you want to just waste time and fill out applications and put yourself out there, then, if you got time to waste the time. But if you don't have time to waste, if you actually need results from the job search, then I invite you into mentorship in a place where you can get results, right? I think another place where women get stuck, this idea of, are you in the same place that you were 3 years ago, is this, is a mindset thing, right? Is your approach to your career development the same that it was 3 years ago? Because the labor market has changed. The world of work has changed. And if you mentally are in a 2019, 2020 mentality, that's a problem. And let me give you an example. A 2019, 2020 mentality is like, I need to get me a safe job. I need to, have job security. I need to just make sure that I'm in a job that's not going to experience layoffs, that's going to be recession proof, right? Like that's not going to have any issues, right? That's a 2019, 2020 mindset, right? But if you're still thinking about recession proofing your career, if you're still thinking about job security, then you don't have a 2023 job mindset. Because in 2023, your mindset about your career is that I need to absolutely identify an area of expertise, and I need to exploit that expertise to its greatest benefit to earn as much money as possible, right? No longer are we thinking that we're going to stay in one job for 60 years and retire there. That is an outdated mindset. If you're in your mind, you're only thinking about job security. You're only thinking about, how you can settle into a workplace and smooth and make friends and stay there forever. Then you're not being realistic about what's going on in the world of work today. Because that's not today's world of work. That's not what's going on in the world of work today. In today's marketplace, in today's labor market, one of the mindset places that women get stuck is like, I need to be a Jill of all trades. I need to know how to do everything. I need to be a project manager. I need to be a product manager. I need to be an accountant. I need to be a creative strategist. I need to be a communications expert. Girl, you don't need to do all of that, and you don't need to be all of that. And that is very much a 2019, 2020 mindset. That you need to be everything to everyone and solve every problem. But in 2023, we know different. We know that the labor market is looking for experts. The labor market is looking for professionals who have a high level of expertise and can deliver on that area of expertise again and again and again, who have proven results from that area of expertise. If that's who you are, if that's how you're showing up in the labor market, you're not going to have any challenges finding and securing a higher level, higher paying role. But if you're having lots of challenges finding a new job, if you're having lots of challenges making more money and having more impact and advancing your career, it's likely because you're out here being good at everything. Oh, I can do a little bit of this. I can do a little bit of that. I'm great at this. Like, stop that. No more can you be a Jill of all trades and actually find success in today's labor market. Today's labor market requires expertise in a very specific, very intentional thing. One of the things that I often say to my mentees is that you need to be able to identify the problem that you solve in the labor market. You need to be able to identify the problem that you solve for your organization, for your industry. What problem do you solve? What problem do employers presently have that your skill set can solve? If you can't answer that question, that means that you have a 2019, 2020 mindset about career development, right? You need to be able to answer the question, what problem do I solve? And it can't be, well, I can do a little bit of this. I can do a little bit of that. Well, if you need me, I'm a fast learner. I can do anything. Like, girl, you like Polly Pocket, like a Swiss Army knife. You can do anything. That's not good. And I know that might've been good 3 years ago, but if you're in the same place you were 3 years ago, that's a problem. We're looking for elevation. We're looking for growth. We're looking for development. And if you're in the same place you were 3 years ago, again, that is a problem. So I think, and this is not to call you out. This is not to finger wag. This is to invite you into accountability, right? I want to make you aware that if your mindset is still focused on job security and a recession proof in your career, then girl, you about 3 years behind. We was talking about that in 2019. In 2023, we're talking about areas of expertise. We're talking about positioning yourself as a problem solver. We're talking about how we can demonstrate the value of our expertise in a way that will really make employers take notice, right? So if you're in the same place you were 3 years ago, then you need to move your body and your mind. You move your body towards mentorship, move your body towards scheduling a call with me so I can get you some help in your career, and move your mind away from you can do it all by yourself, right? You do not have to go at this alone. You do not have to struggle. You do not have to figure it out by yourself and hope for the best. There is help available for you, and I am that help in the form of mentorship. I'm accepting new mentees right now. So if you're a professional woman who works in corporate, nonprofit, and educational leadership, and you're looking for support in advancing your career, I invite you to schedule a call with me today. You can do so right on my website at mentor-me.org. That's mentor-me.org. I'm so looking forward to supporting you. Thanks so much for watching. Do not be in the same place you were 3 years ago today. It's time to take action in your career.